What's good, YouTube? It's Kari and back with another banger, another video. And look, before you say anything, I know I've been gone for 2 weeks, but 3 weeks now technically. That's horrible. But I'm back in that grind. I'm ready to shine. And today, I have a juicy story time for y'all. I will do a story time on when I went to get my hair done. I got the cops called on me. So get your popcorn, get your Fruit Loops, get your Minute Maid, find you somewhere to sit down at, and watch watch a little video. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. This is Kari, and come on. All right, so this was like a month or two ago. I think so, something like that. And this girl I was talking to, I won't say her name for, legal reasons, but I was talking to this girl. We're going to call her C, right? Call her C. And she has said to come over, get my hair done. So I told her to ask her parents, and her parents was cool with it. Boom. So, I'm thinking everything was all good, that whole day, I'm all happy thinking, I'm gonna give me like a fresh retwist and all that good stuff. Well, I thought totally wrong. Well, mind you, so her parents, well, her mom is Mexican and her dad is black. And if y'all know, that is a horrible combination. That is a horrible combination. So, that whole day, I'm with my homie. I can't say his name either, but I'm just calling him Ja. My homie Ja. And like all of us, like all in the car, riding around, we chilling, they're playing music, getting what we get, we got some. It wasn't froyo. It was like, it was some ice cream. Some ice cream. And like everybody was in the car, you know what I'm saying? Like it was cool, And what was I gonna say? So no, I'm tweaking. I'm missing parts of the story. I'm tweaking. So we're with them, and we drive to our house first, and we were all chilling at her house, and then we left and went to get the ice cream, and then we came back to the house, and then her parents were there, and they greeted me, like they said, hi, all that good stuff, and I'm thinking everything is going smoothly, swell, right? So the girl's doing my hair, and we're on a little balcony slash patio, outside, not in the house, of course, and she's doing my hair, right? Gee, let me tell y'all when everything went down. Her parents started drinking. Bro, her parents started drinking. And if y'all know, oh God. Whoa, okay, I'm gonna just the three elephants in the room. One, the girl that I was, with, that was doing my hair, she has a boy in the house. That's the first elephant in the room. And number two, her parents were drunk. Number three, they didn't want me there. So it caused a whole big issue, you know what I'm saying? And like me, like I'm thinking everything was smooth, like they ain't like talked to me yet, none of that, Well, her mom kept on coming out to the patio, sloppy drunk, to bother us, right? Talk, just like do all of that stuff. And like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why is she doing this for? And then it clicked in my head that, oh, she's drunk. And that was very, very horrible. So, and mind you, at this time, I was living with my big brother at the time. So, he couldn't come and get me. So, I had to wait to go back home. So, I was already there longer than I was supposed to be there. So, how do I tell this story without like going like towards the end too fast? Cause I want to make it a video for real. So the first time she came out and bothered us, we all cool and we talking, chopping up, playing music, getting my hair done, whatever. Um, you know, everything was running smoothly, and then she comes out there again, sloppy drunk. Oh God, comes out there again, sloppy drunk, and this time she tries talking to me, and like not in no nice way. Like she was telling me about like she was saying bad things about her daughter to me. And in my head, I'm like, why are you telling me? I can't say what she said because I'm on YouTube and I don't want to get canceled. But just know that her mom was saying some very disrespectful, off the wall things that no mother should ever tell their daughter in front of anybody or in general. Like that's just no. So, and then right. So then, the whole time I'm on edge. I ain't gonna lie, cause like once I found out like they were both drunk, like, I didn't want to deal with none of that. I want to get my hair done and go home and go to sleep. That's all I wanted to do. But things don't always work out the way you want them to. But it's life. You got to keep on moving. So, and then like we still chilling, whatever. And then the third time that her mom had came out there to the little patio, same thing, still like running her mouth, talking about her daughter, and just saying a bunch of like weird things. Boom. So, I'm getting my hair done, I'm chilling, whatever, and then. So her mom, her mom kept on like coming like from the balcony back in the house and going back and forth, just talking and just saying drunk stuff the whole time. So, and then and it started to get worse. It started to escalate very, very, Cause then the girl that doing my hair, like she was getting all mad, because her mom was constantly insulting her, just saying a bunch of like bad things about her. Calling her the B word, calling her the P word that I cannot say all out. Just like basically like downgrading her and just talking about her. And then in front of my eyes, G, in front of my two eyes, the mom puts her hands on her. And I'm sitting there, I'm shocked. I'm like, whoa. And then the girl that doing my hair, she hit her mom back in front of me. It's not funny. It's not funny. But, like, this felt like a Boondocks episode. This feels like a Boondocks episode, G, bro. So the mom puts her hands on her for no reason. So the daughter, hits her back, And the mom, oh yeah. So the mom left the patio, whatever, after that whole thing happened, and she locked the little slide door, the slide door towards the balcony. She had locked us out the house, and I'm assuming when she did that, she had went to go tell her dad. Which also around this time he got drunk. also. So it was just a bad environment for me to be in. It was very uncomfortable. Like she was saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry that you had to still like see what happened in front of you, blah blah blah. I'm like, it's cool, you know. I want my hair done and I want to leave as fast as possible. Cause I don't want to be in a house that's abusive or mentally abusive. Any of that, I don't want to see that or hear that. Like at the point, I was mad at myself. I don't know why. I was pissed off for her because she has company. Because y'all chose to get drunk. That don't mean y'all supposed to just come and abuse your daughter, especially in front of her company or in general. You don't do that again. And like the things that I was hearing is like things that no daughter should be hearing from their mom or their dad. Like they're both saying like da 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 da, like I'll beat you up, or you ugly, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, what? Um, yeah. So, and then the dad. So it's bad, right? So her little brother came out to the balcony to talk to me and say sorry that I'm seeing all of this because like this happens on a regular, not just me being there. It happens on a regular, and he knows that. So her own brother came to speak to me about it, and I was like, nah, but I'm good. I ain't tripping. The whole time I'm not even freaked out. It's like I'm just nervous. Like I'm on like more edge. I ain't gonna lie. So what was that Adam story? So and then so later on, it gets to like almost nighttime, it got to a point to where the stopped because her parents took conscious like doing too much. So like I'm missing stuff. So this is like in the middle of doing my hair. So she had asked, do I need Wi-Fi? I said, yeah, I need Wi-Fi. So she tries to go and give me the Wi-Fi, and her parents are arguing with her over some Wi-Fi. So I'm thinking, what the heck? So eventually, I got it. I'm not sure, whatever. And then like her parents kept on coming out, and saying like, oh, we gotta stop, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my god. So we stop, and then I go in her room as I'm packing her stuff, right? So like her dad is talking to her, cussing her out, blah blah blah, and then bro, the nigga tries to put his hands on her in front of me. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, whoa. So then I said to her dad, man, you better not put your hands on her at all, or you fighting in this crib. As a reasonable person should say, her dad was about to punch her in her face, and I stopped it from happening. So, and then like her mom is somewhere crying, just cussing at her, blah blah blah, cussing at me. I'm like, what the heck? Don't cuss at me. I ain't do nothing but come get my hair done, man. That's all I'm here for. So, and then the dad gets on the phone with the cops, start lying, talking about, oh, my daughter brought some random boy here, blah, blah, blah. He being disrespectful, and she is too. She had threatened to put her hands in, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, what? Gang, you said in front of us you were going to beat your own daughter, bro. What are you talking about, gang? So, and like this story might not be like, good for y'all to watch, but I just had to, because people wanted it and asked for it, so I'm just doing it myself and recording this video. I feel uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie, but I'm still getting a video out for y'all because y'all deserve a video, so I got y'all. And I'm never be speaking on like this kind of topic ever again on videos, like never. So fast forward, right? So and then, so after her dad called the cops and talked to them already, so the cops are on the way to the house, right? So I'm here, I'm getting my stuff, I'm hurrying up, I'm trying to get up for the cops to get here. So I'm spam calling my brothers. Oh my god, I'm calling my brother Demetrius and my brother Manny. I'm spam calling both of them, saying what's going on. The cops are almost here, right? Gee, these niggas took forever to get to me. I was nervous. I'm like, oh my god. So then, the cops pulled up. These niggas pulled up 5 cars deep. 5 cars deep. Bro, I'm thinking in my head, like, there's no way y'all came 5 cars deep because a nigga lied. So, boom. So, the cops get here, they asking the questions, blah, blah, blah. I said my name, and I said what happened, blah, blah. I see the girl crying, like, I told her to come here, I'm holding her, making sure she okay, like she was crying, all that, I'm just holding her, making sure she good, blah, blah, blah. Cops talking to us, I'm saying what's going on, and then the dad, so the dad come out the crib, right, and he yells, can't even say it, but he basically was being, like, very, like, vulgar and, like, disrespectful towards me and saying stuff. So I say, what? The dad runs back and how close the door. What? And then more cops pull up and talk to me about it. And at this point, I piss off. I'm like, nigga, I can't get my hair done, and I'm leaving when the cops being called on me. And then the girl again says, oh, I'm sorry. This happened. Blah, blah, I love you. Blah, blah, blah. All that other stuff. But I didn't want to hear it. I was pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. I said, no, I'm hugging her, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what? It's okay. I'm not tripping. And eventually the cops are starting to leave, and she gets to her right, and she leaves also. So now, at this point, I'm waiting on my brothers to get here. So then they got there. They came and got me. And I had left and went home. I took a shower. I ate. And that was it. And that wondering probably why I didn't make the video months ago when it happened. I wasn't in the right space even like when I made that video. I was pissed off, but I'm good now, of course. But in the comments, tell me if y'all want more story times. This is the end of the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love y'all. This is Kari, and I'm gone.